Hello and welcome back to Man v Film. We're diving into the Vinegar Syndrome package for this month with Rabid Grannies, which has this kind of cool cover and similarly on the back as well. It was a random grab. It was at the top of the pile. It was the one I grabbed first. That was the only reason to watch it. After last month's Screaming Dead film, I can't even remember that was, Curse of the Screaming Dead, which I quickly sold on eBay. I was less than eager to dive into another Troma release from Vinegar Syndrome. Rabid Grannies starts off a little bit differently. It seems to have proper actors, it seems to have a budget, it seems to have nice production standards. The story seems a little bit flat at the start. We have a priest who is told by his senior to go home to his aunt's birthday. They are very wealthy, and we learn that the rest of the family are lecherous animals waiting to pick the carcasses clean when these two old birds drop dead.
If those two old crows would finally die and leave me just 1/3 of their fortune, nobody could touch me.
So we kind of go there for their birthday party. A lot of the family turn up. They are all horrendous people. Nice victims, if you know what I mean. We get to the birthday party when they're kind of opening their gifts. The first gift they go for is from a family member who didn't turn up. Someone that went a little bit wayward on the tracks and went to be a occult leader. And he sent this box. When the two grannies open it up, you guessed it, they become rabid. They become monstrous and horrific. And at this point, the film takes off. It takes off into a skewed, wonderfully twisted film, the likes of Dead Again, which is phenomenal how it goes in that direction, and it feels like one of those movies where they're literally setting out to break all the rules. Children will die horribly, everybody will die horribly, and the cackling mayhem of the grannies is ridiculously fun. A title like Rabid Grannies, the poster you get, everything led me down this is going to be one of those movies that promises the world but just can't deliver. I was so surprised to find that this did deliver. It sort of revels in the glee of being nasty. It has this wonderful effects that are incredibly funny. It has these little moments that are just unnerving. I was really surprised by how much I enjoyed Rabid Grannies. Like I said, it's got that moment at the start, 20 minutes or so, where it's kind of setting up its story and its footing, and then it suddenly just unleashes the carnage. And there is so much humour and disgusting gore built into that it's really fun. And by the time you get to the craziness happening, we have a sense of actual characters. They may be one note, some of them, but you have an idea of who they are. You have an idea of what drives them, and you have an idea of how their death kind of parallels a skewed perspective of how they looked at life, which is kind of funny in certain aspects. The grannies themselves are incredibly fun. Whenever they're on screen, it's just twisted humour, and you know there are going to be some gore-filled sequences. They look fantastic, as do all the makeup and effects in this one. And although it's not the best movie ever, it was way more enjoyable than I expected, and I had an absolute blast with the carnage that was on show here. Rabid Grannies is not one to be missed. It's one of those ones where you see the title, you maybe check out the trailer, and you're like, yeah, it doesn't look that great, but there is a whole lot of fun to be had here. Some good characters, some great kills, some inventiveness with this general unease within the film, and a strong production behind it. It doesn't feel like a super low budget film. It feels like it's had a little bit of time and care, preparation, and someone driving the helm of a ship that knows exactly what they're doing and how to kind of get there. Rabid Grannies was a complete surprise for me. A welcome and positive surprise. As I was starting to get a little bit jaded with some of these films, along comes something that you're expecting nothing and it delivers a hell of a lot of fun. So I would love to know if you've watched Rabid Grannies. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know in the comment box why. Let everybody else know your thoughts on this one. Surely I can't be the only one that really enjoyed this carnage that we have here. I'd also like to know if you were just put off by the title and some of the clips that you saw, because I think it's way better than that. It was obviously a title designed to grab people's attention, but it also kind of pushes you away at the same time. Anyway, there is more content up here where you can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to the Patreon membership program and manvfilm.com, all ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.